Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're plunging into excerpts from The Unraveling of a Financial Deception, which is quite a compelling source, really tells a personal story about scams. Our mission, well, it's to dissect this tale of trust, betrayal, and, the tricky tactics scammers use, all to help you get some crucial lessons for navigating your own financial decisions. It's a complex world out there. So the story is about Lucy, apparently usually very careful with money, but then this investment advisor, Ghazala Din, comes into the picture, recommended by a friend. And what really jumps out, right, is how Ghazala built that trust so fast, just over the phone.
Yeah, and what's fascinating there is how Ghazala tapped into these classic psychological triggers. It wasn't just the friend's recommendation, though that helped.
Right.
She projected this real confidence, knowledge, promised steady profits, framed it as a safe way to grow savings.
Right, safe. That one's key. Yep.
Exactly. So you've got social proof, the friend saying she's good, and then this authority bias because she sounds so professional, so knowledgeable. It makes the initial pitch almost, well, hard to resist. And her gentle insistence, it wasn't aggressive. It was more like reassuring. Made it easier for Lucy to say yes.
And, for a bit, it actually looked like a great decision. First 2 months, the account, growing
Right.
profits, real numbers.
Mm-hmm. That must have felt really good. Like, okay, I did the right thing.
Really a validation.
Precisely. And this illusion of success, early on, it's absolutely critical for the scammer. They know that a small win up front creates this powerful anchor in your mind. It reinforces the trust, makes you feel smart.
Yeah, makes sense.
So this perceived success, even if it's completely fake, it's what pushed Lucy to invest more. She bought into the promise of even greater returns.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when the hook really sets, the commitment deepens.
But these stories often go, it didn't last. That initial shiny phase ended. What were the first signs something was wrong, and how did Ghazala try to sort of paper over the cracks?
Well, by month 3, the profits just stopped, flatlined. And Ghazala's confident reassurances, they quickly turned into this growing list of excuses.
Like what kind of excuses?
Oh, market shifts, delays, sometimes technical glitches, classic stuff. They're intentionally vague, right? Because a specific problem, like a real market event or tech issue, you could actually check that, disprove it. But for someone maybe newer to investing, these sound plausible enough. They create doubt, maybe anxiety, but not necessarily immediate scam alarms.
So frustrating. And months go by, no money coming back, just more excuses. What finally broke through? How did Lucy figure out what was really going on?
It was a slow burn, I think. Agonizing. She started connecting the dots. She talked to her friend, the one who recommended Ghazala, only to find out, oops, they were caught in the same trap.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, crucially, she looked wider. Found social media echoed with stories of Ghazala's scams. Other people. Seeing that pattern, realizing she wasn't alone in this, that's when the whole thing really unraveled for her. It wasn't just her problem anymore. It was a clear deception.
Gosh, I can only imagine how devastating that realization must be, realizing you've been played like that. The source mentions shame gnawed at Lucy. That emotional hit must be huge for victims.
Oh, absolutely. Shame it's one of the scammer's most powerful tools.
Yeah.
Because it keeps people quiet. It makes you feel foolish, embarrassed, so you don't want to tell anyone, you don't report it, you just want to hide.
But Lucy didn't hide, did she?
No, and this is huge. She made this incredibly brave, pivotal choice. She decided to fight back. She meticulously gathered the proof, email statements, any record she had. And then she reported the scam to the authorities. And importantly, she warned others. That act of turning her pain into power, that's not just about her own recovery. It helps protect other people down the line.
So looking back after all that, the recovery, what's the big takeaway? The enduring lesson from Lucy's experience. It goes beyond just the lost money, right?
For sure. Her journey really hammered home a fundamental truth. Trust must be earned, right? It can't just be given based on a smooth presentation or for friends say so. And vigilance, being watchful, is the best shield against the darkness of deception. It's not just about being generally careful. It's about understanding the specific ways scammers operate, the psychological games they play. It means questioning things, even when they seem legit, verifying independently, especially when returns sound too good to be true, because they usually are.
Right. So bringing this back to our listeners.
Yeah.
What does this all mean for you? You're out there navigating this world, tons of information, lots of opportunities, people sounding very authoritative.
Yeah, it really raises that important question, doesn't it? How can you, personally, get better at discerning who's trustworthy? How do you practice real vigilance when you're looking at financial advice or maybe some new opportunity? It's not just about knowing the red flags after you've already been burned. It's about proactively checking sources, seeking that independent verification, and being aware, really aware, of how your own thinking, your own biases can be used against you. It's making sure that knowledge isn't just something you have, but something you actively use as, well, like the source says, a shield.
A shield. That's a really powerful thought for you to consider, the proactive power of informed skepticism. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.